Okay, you're on.
I'm on. She put me on. I haven't got to get on here. So,
No. Nope, you may not.
Ba-da-bum-bum-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum-bum, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Let's see, where's settings? Series. Settings. Audience controls, there we go. 18, so. How y'all doing over there? Hi guys, I'm just signing on here, sorry. All right, I believe I'm going on now. All right, how's everybody doing? She's coming, she's fixing dinner for Grandpa, and we are now getting hooked up here. Put that down. How is everybody? I'm gonna try and do this till she gets here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Judy who? Judy who? C-N-H. Cane sugar. From Hawaii. Hello, everybody. B-ball rocks. Is that basketball or baseball? Or bungee ball? Or bougie ball? At least it's not curling. Anything but curling is good. Mike Glenn, where are your car keys? I think they're hanging up over here at my house, next to my dad's. Hey Bob, I have no poem for you today. I was writing, but not poetry, so. You love curling? Is that curling like, you know, with that on ice where you, like the slow, it's like slow pool or slow, what's that game where you play it on cruise ships and you slide something, you try and get in that little pyramid, you get to the top and you get points. Curling's the best, long story. Definitely the most exciting. I mean, literally, if you want to be on the edge of your seat going, oh, whoa, oh my God, did you see that? Curling is, without a doubt, shuffleboard, thank you Penelope, that's what I was thinking of. Curling is definitely the most exciting, fast-paced sport, not just the Olympics, but I think worldwide. I mean, there's not much that competes with curling. I mean, unless you want to, like, is crochet an Olympic sport or something? How you doing in San Jose?
When you cook,
when you bake, for goodness sake. Are you coming on here? Thank God. The double duty was killing me. It was killing me.
He can't handle it.
It was killing me. So just move me out of the way and.
You're still in it.
But you're not mine.
Hi friends. Hi Pips.
How you doing in Fresno? So.
Sorry, I left you with Dan for a minute while I finished.
That's all right. By the way.
You couldn't even handle it. You couldn't even deal it.
Is there something wrong with my account? Are you sure it's my account? It's not a fake account because my account has hundreds of videos.
An enormous salad. I'll show you what Grandpa said.
And I'm pretty sure it's okay.
What I made Grandpa.
There we go. Bye.
I'm going to show you what I'm not going to show Grandpa, but I'm going to show you. That's what I made Grandpa. That's what I made Grandpa. Half salad, half spaghetti, so I can make sure he eats both. Because that's how I do it. Good evening, Missy. Hello.
Everything looks fine.
I don't know if you heard it. I mean, if you saw it.
Everything is fine.
Why you want me?
I don't know. Hey, if one of the mods could,
Yeah, he can't do it live. Leslie said, so you can talk to 10,000 people at your concert, but you cannot handle
I have to. It's
two lives.
It's
No, he
reading.
can't.
It's reading. But if one of the mods, hey guys, tomorrow, if you want to meet me, I'm going to be at BJ's tomorrow between 4 and 6 o'clock with the Alzheimer's Association. If you can't be there between 4 and 6, but you can be there earlier or later, from 11 in the morning till 11 at night. Anything you buy at BJ's in Elk Grove, you can, 20% of that will go to the Alzheimer's Association if you just show the flyer. I'm going to post it on my story tomorrow, so if you just show them on your phone that you're there for the Alzheimer's, they will donate 20% of your bill
no, Stephanie,
to
I'm so sorry.
the Alzheimer's Association. And I will be there from 4 to 6 trying to recruit people for my team or teams, my walking teams. I'm going to walk in the Walk for a Cure. So you can come try and get on one of my teams. That would be awesome. You get on one of my teams, or I think I'm going to try and get Mark to get a team, Danielle, and we're going to try and raise some money in a fun way to find a cure for this thing. So tomorrow, I'll be there from 4 to 6 if you want to come say hello and get something to eat. You don't have to stay. You can get food to go, and just let them know they'll give 20% to the Alzheimer's Association. And then if you want to sign up, be on my team. Let's walk for a cure. Let's find a cure. Thank you for the rose.
We need the cure for Dan.
Because I know I'm starting. It's coming. It's coming.
We need
I need
a
it
cure.
quick, or my
we
kid.
need a cure, or he's going straight into Shady Pines.
Yeah.
Stephanie, I'm so sorry about your son. Y'all, Stephanie on the YouTube over here is her son was crushed in a mining accident in Nevada. So you guys just kind of send some warm thoughts. He's in surgery right now.
Is he? What? I wonder if he's at.
Hi, Sleeps.
He's not at Truckee Memorial Hospital, I assume. What are you doing there?
I'm making Sleeps. Okay, Sleeps, I think you're in. I think you're in, girl.
If somebody could pin a thank you, Leslie, you're awesome. And also, if you can't be there between 4 and 6, just buy some food tomorrow between 11 and 11. Tell them you're there for Alzheimer's. 20% will go directly to the Alzheimer's Association.
Love it. Okay, Alex, we'll be here.
You guys, someone was at the concert on Friday night. Did you see that?
Woohoo, glow, flow.
If you guys haven't seen the video from my concert, watch one of the best nights of my life. The most fun I've had.
Cheers to surviving the day. I made it.
The most fun I've had in decades was a concert on Friday night with my friend Pedro. And if you can watch it on here, the video on TikTok, and if you go to YouTube, it's a full 9-minute video that has directly from being pulled out of the seat
Moneymaker.
onto the
Dan's
there.
ignoring you.
You can hear the speech. You can hear Pedro's speech.
Dan cannot speak Spanish.
I do not speak Spanish.
He doesn't even understand it.
No.
Grassy ass.
No. I mean, I understand cerveza. I understand,
Rick did. He said he walked away before he was telling you he liked it.
Oh. Well, thank you, Rick. I appreciate that. If you haven't seen it, watch it, because
I think I got Sleeps.
My new favorite video. And holy shit! I mean, literally, I felt like I was in the movie A Star Is Born. Remember when they walked Lady Gaga up to the side, and she's sitting there watching, deciding whether to go on?
You should have sang Shallow.
That would have been great. In the shallow. That would have been great.
I almost wish you would have just jokingly started singing.
Well, unfortunately, I didn't think of that. So I was up there, and the odd thing that happened, so I'll fill you in on what actually happened and how I got stuck speaking to 15,000 people. The lead singer for the group is my friend.
Menopause.
And when at the concert, his manager thought, hey, why don't you surprise him on stage? He doesn't know you're here. So walk on, we'll get his reaction, and it'll be fun. And you can hand him some Kings jerseys, and whatever, say whatever you want.
You should have said an ode to Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
In any event, I go out there and I don't. The roadie's still got the microphone, and so I hand the jerseys, and I'm yelling. I'm not holding the microphone, and I'm yelling at the top of my lungs. Hey, as a longtime Sacramento resident, it's my honor to present you and your band with these jerseys. Nobody could hear it because I didn't have a microphone in my hand. So, but that's what I was going to say, and then as I turn. So then I turn around and I'm facing Pedro and I'm holding the microphone in front of 15,000 people, and I just spewed everything that I was, thinking I was going to say.
You spewed?
I had spewed my wad as a figure of speech.
It was a big speech.
I said what?
Actually, I'm surprised it wasn't a bigger speech.
Can I finish the story before you interrupt?
No.
So I'm up there and I've already said what I'm going to say, and I turn around and I'm holding the microphone. And the crowd's looking and people are yelling speech. And I look at Pedro and I'm all, dude, you want me to tell a story? And he's kind of laughs. He's all, go ahead. You wanted to watch me up there. And I had to go in and tell a story. So
5,002.7 times.
That was
5,002.8 is going to be pretty soon. Hi.
Hi.
Somebody asked me how many times I've heard the story.
That's hilarious. So that's
what
happened.
Back to Dan.
That's what happened.
Thanks, Samantha.
Danielle can't stand it. She's just, I think, a little jealous.
Yeah,
that's
so
what
jealous.
I think.
I would have started singing.
I think she just got a little bit.
I would have started singing.
Me.
I would have started singing.
And I'm singing. You guys know the group Loose? L-U-C-E?
Dodo wants to know if you got spewed back on.
I did not, but I will tell you, they are professionals, man. And Pedro just impressed the living hell out of me. I couldn't believe it. I'm around the guy and he's pretty soft-spoken.
Hi, Avi.
Out there, he's not real loud. He's just kind of quiet and kind of shy. And then on stage, he's like talking over me. And it was the opposite. He was in my arena, which is a courthouse, and then I was in his arena, and you could see who was large and in charge.
Sing us the song. You're the piano man.
Sing us a song tonight.
I just still wish. He's still proud. Dan hasn't been able to sleep since.
You get so much adrenaline, when you walk out there. And as I was walking off, I was asking him, how do you come down from this after doing that for, 2 hours? And,
Nobody's as famous, Mary, as Grandpa. We're just the peons with Grandpa. I get told that every day, I get told every day that if it wasn't for Grandpa, I would not be here.
What's wrong with being a peon? There's nothing wrong with being a peon. I like peons. We're all peons. Everyone's a peon at some point.
People like to let me know that I'm nothing without Grandpa. Thank you. Cheers to that.
I wouldn't be here without Grandpa.
Cheers to nothing. Cheers
I wouldn't be alive without Grandpa.
Cheers to being no one.
Carole King?
I was listening to... No, who's is that Carole King? She's got Betty Davis eyes. Is that?
It's not Carole King.
Who's that? Who is that?
Someone's going to tell you in 2 seconds.
She can hold you.
And control you. Or is that you? No, never mind.
No, I control you.
Yeah.
Carole King.
The piano man, Carole King. I think that...
Kim Carnes. Yes,
Carnes.
it's Kim
There
Carnes.
You go.
There
you go.
I've been listening to Kim Carnes lately. And
She's got that raspy voice.
That was one of my mom's favorite songs, so it's blasting on I love it. And I hold you.
And told you.
And she's ferocious. And she knows just what it
How to
takes
stick it
to
in your
make
back and
a
twist
crowd
it.
blush. She's got Danielle Salinger eyes.
That damn dog is over there. Is that Bonnie Raitt?
No, it's not Bonnie Raitt.
It is Kim Carnes, but I would have thought Bonnie Raitt too. That's not a bad guess.
I have brothers from another mother. No, I have brothers from another father and a brother from one mother.
How many?
Pedro could use me. Busy. I think I could help Pedro.
I don't think
Pedro, if you're watching,
idea.
Call me up. Don't call him. I've got the skill, Pedro.
Come on down to the Price is Right. I missed that audition. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Mm-hmm. Or I'd rather be Vanna and turn letters. Could I be Vanna White and just turn, like the A lights up and you go turn it?
2 or 3. I vote Dodo 3. You would have to do it in a. If you were Vanna, you would have.
Zachary, remind me to answer that question.
If you were Vanna, you would have to get up there in a banana hammock.
I'd be in damn good shape if I was on TV.
You would have to.
I would be working out every day. I'd be able to get out there in a Speedo. Grandpa is sitting eating dinner right over there.
What's your biggest regret?
Someone, can I answer? We've been doing this for about 3 years. Started in COVID. I started. Danielle didn't start. She was against this. She was against me doing it. Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
But here I am. The bitch is back.
And then,
I took over.
It was COVID. It was what made us do it. We were during quarantine. And my dad was not living with us yet, so he wasn't in videos. And then when he came to live with us about 4 or 5 months or 6 months later, he started appearing in the videos. What's my biggest regret? I can't say on here.
I'm just wiping my...
My biggest regret? I don't know. I don't think I have any regrets.
I got an itch. Oh, shit. Y'all, it's called humor. It's called having fun. It's called busting balls.
If I wanted to bust balls, I'd say my biggest regret was, oops, I forgot to pull out.
Well, you did.
And then
but
we had a new kid. But that's not a regret. That's one of the greatest mistakes I've ever made. Life is made on good mistakes.
Which one?
I refuse to say.
The only one he takes pleasure in owning is Andrew. I did that on purpose. He was supposed to.
I have to pay. I'm not even subscribed to her, so I can't even watch her live.
He was supposed to pull out, but then here he is.
Cowboy Life, the Pedro video. There's one on TikTok right here, but it's a 2-minute video. The full 9-minute from where I meet his man. I run into his manager in the lounge. And I think that's where he got the idea to do the jerseys. And then from the roadies taking me up on stage all the way to the dressing room after the show with Pedro, where I was hanging out with the band and Pedro. So that's all on the YouTube, but there's a 2-minute version on the TikTok. But if you want to see the whole version that ends in the dressing room, where Pedro and I take a shot, that's on the YouTube.
Oh, somebody did say you're invited to carne asada. You did use your name's not on here, but Dan read that to me. I said, I'm in. I love carne asada. Ooh.
That's why we don't eat with my dad.
Excuse me. I am drinking a god-awful Chardonnay, but it's from my wine club, and I forgot to change that one out. I'm not.
Fox, I don't take any real precautions. Except, what really, the only prevention you have for this kind of dementia or Alzheimer's that I'm aware of is to exercise helps, eat healthy, keep your mind active.
I want carne asada, guacamole, and modelo.
That sounds damn good. I want to remind everybody that for Alzheimer's, tomorrow I'll be at BJ's from 4 to 6 in Elk Road. If you want to meet me, come to BJ's. You can order food to go. 20% of everything that you buy tomorrow between 11 and 11 at BJ's will go to the Alzheimer's Association. I will be there from 4 to 6.
Queso.
I'll meet anybody who shows up. You can sign up. Get on. We're getting teams to walk for the cure.
I know Tracy, he doesn't. He just wants to talk about.
So if you come down, you might get on my walking team, and then we can walk together.
Pedro, blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
We're about 2 hours from SF.
It's my wedding ring, yeah. Yeah. Blah 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 biscuit. But what about me?
Pizzioki.
And Pedro.
What?
Nothing. Look, BJ's is a restaurant in Elk Grove.
Heather, it's not as bad when I'm out to eat. It does not bother me outside. I mean, it can, but I typically am not going to set myself
Let's
up
do it.
to be sitting across from my dad when we're eating. I usually sit next to him, and it's loud enough that I can't hear anything, and he does not bother me when we're out to eat. It's, it's here for whatever reason. I cannot explain it. Dementia villages, someone was talking to me about that. In Europe, they have these, these little miniature cities. Like you go into a memory care and it's all gated, but inside it's like a small community.
Kathy, I'll get back to you.
I don't know. I mean, it'd be hard for me to imagine my dad navigating through something like that. I don't know if it's for people in the earlier stages. I'd have to see it really to render an opinion. But anything that can make their lives more normal.
What up, Brad?
And tolerable and respectful, I'm in favor.
He walked for hours on end.
Grandpa did, yeah. That's why he has Mohs surgeries every other week, because
he was always out in the sun.
Man, you have to buy at BJ's in order to get the 20% to go to Alzheimer's, but you don't have to buy anything. You can just come and sign up for the walk.
And we're gonna see how Grandpa is. Maybe I'll bring him for a little bit. I'm not sure yet. It just depends.
She may bring Grandpa to sit there, but he's not. We can't. You can see him.
We can't put him.
I can't put him to where he's going to meet people or anything like that. But you can see him. Maybe walk by his table. God, that's Ed. Now I know why you don't eat at the same table. You'll figure it out.
And we have to eat when we go there?
I want to try there.
I love Pizookies, but it gives me diarrhea. Did Ed ever have cataract surgery? No.
My dad has perfect eyes. His eyes are too perfect. Christine, how are you doing in Saratoga? My hometown. Yeah, I agree, Trevor. I don't need to hear about the big D.
What's a big D?
Diarrhea.
Oh, I got that today.
What is it? There's a song, when
you're sliding into first and you feel a Hershey squirt, diarrhea.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I got that today. I ate Taco Bell. 2 bean burritos and cheese. Yeah, I did it.
Saratoga Springs, I've been there.
Limoncello.
I assume your Saratoga Springs up Highway 9?
Yeah, no.
I've been there.
That's not what they're talking. And I'm going to tell you that it was immediately once I walked in the house, it came out. Both bean and cheese burritos. And feel something burst. That's what it is. I didn't know, Joe.
Grandpa was a podiatrist.
Joe, I'm going to tell you something in all honesty. I didn't get the Diet Pepsi that I always get because that Diet Pepsi is like crack. And I didn't get that because I wanted to save my stomach. So I kept it good. But nope, it wasn't that Diet Pepsi.
I saw that, Angela.
Diet Pepsi.
One of the Kelsey brothers.
I'm clean.
But not the Taylor brother, the other brother, the non-Taylor brother.
When was the last time Grandpa drove? Probably 6 years ago.
Yeah, but probably 5 years ago, because he didn't drive even for the last year and a half or 2 years that we had his car.
I've never heard that, JJ, when you're climbing up a ladder.
I'm going to be at BJ's from 4 to 6, but you can, if anytime from 11 to 11, if you buy food at BJ's, you tell them you're there for Alzheimer's, and they will donate 20% of your thing to the Alzheimer's Association.
Skyray.
And we're going to find a cure for this disease.
Let me tell you, they don't judge Dan. It's just me. This ugly wench. Yeah.
I love Taco Bell. It's hard to eat. But.
They just.
Area. If he wanted to drive in a lot, he could do that. But that's not really what he wants. He doesn't miss driving. He misses the ability to go out on his own. He misses his freedom. Is really what he misses, not the act of driving.
Where did I live in Tennessee? I don't really know at the time, but my Davidson County.
I think that's Nashville. Mm-hmm. Just say Nashville, because that's really.
My grandparents lived in Bellevue. My aunt lives in Kingston Springs. My siblings and cousins live in East Nashville, yeah, but I don't really know. My parents, my mom and my dad, lived on a farm somewhere. I don't really know where that was. I'll show you the pictures. Maybe you can, I don't know.
Let me see how he's doing while I'm up. How you doing, Pop?
You know, Mama Bear, we are doing.
You almost finished it.
We are doing as best.
You're doing good.
It's been a tough week.
Let me just wipe your face off a little bit.
A tough week. But you know, that's the ups and downs of caregiving, right? You have good and you have bad. Sometimes you have bad, 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 and then you have good, 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 and then you have bad, 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 and good and bad, and good and bad. It just depends, you know. I have some Tennessee. I got the sass of the Southern woman. I sure do, because it was inseminated in me, and my family's still there, so don't mess with a Southern woman. They always tell you that, right? They say don't fuck with a Southern belle. I still consider myself a Southern belle, bitches. Yep. It's only Monday. Well, it started with last week.
I'll take that.
It's physically and mentally. I think it's more mental than it is physical for me right now, in all honesty.
Pop your pills and I'll give you dessert. Pop your pills, Pop.
My Southern bellness in my body, it was stuck in me and it's innate. Yep. Thank you. I know. I found my. Did I tell you guys? Oh, yeah. Don't fuck with me. I chipped my teeth. I don't know how I did it, but I chipped them. So, well, there you have. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those, but yes, I did. It wasn't artificial. It wasn't artificial. It was pure in there. Hi, Marty. I've had mostly a manicurist. I wore my petty manicure hat today, and I'm always a caregiver, so that hat is always there. But then I was a reader today, and then I fell asleep, and Grandpa escaped on me. I was dead asleep, and people are going to be pissed off at me. I didn't hear anything. I was out because I thought Dan was home. I thought Dan was home. Dan was not home. He took a quick walk thinking everything would be fine. I was out. Then my neighbor called me. I was like, it's by the mailbox. Shit, where's Dan? Dan! He wasn't home. So.
And you know who fell once doing that, like about 8 months ago.
Yeah. And so he literally went out the front door. I didn't hear the alarm. I didn't hear, because in my mind, I knew Dan was home, but he wasn't. He didn't wake me up and say, honey, I'm going for a quick walk. So my hunches weren't up. I was out for the count. I was dead. I was comatose.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Appreciate it so much.
I chipped my tooth on Dan's tooth.
I'm drinking beer here.
I wish that looked that excited for my pepper tooth.
Yeah, that's scary. I mean, that's a scary thing, and we do a lot to try and prevent that.
I have every door secured.
We keep the garage shut so that he doesn't walk out there and see it and walk out. But he took off all the different locks on the door.
The front door.
He's doing well today, so he's quite capable of finding his way out.
I found my diamond necklace. Remember I told you I lost my necklace, my diamond necklace that Dan bought me? And I found it finally when I cleaned out my credenzas for my bathroom. And so I've been meaning to put it on. Remember I thought I was going to get it? I was going to take my original diamond from my engagement ring, and then remember I was all stressed out about that? Yeah, well. Anyhow. I know. And normally he's never effed with the front door because we have one of those under thing locks because we got broken into 8 years ago. And so he never normally does it, but if he does, I hear him.
He's when he's having a good day, I mean, he is very capable. BJ's is not, Derek, thank you for asking. Tomorrow, I'm going to be at BJ's in Elk Grove on Laguna Springs and Laguna Boulevard between 4 and 6 to try and sign people up who want to walk with me on the Walk for a Cure for the Alzheimer's Association. I'm going to be signing people up for my team, and maybe Mark will have a team, maybe even Danielle, maybe my brother Dave and my sister might.
Checking the mail.
I'd like to get some teams, and whatever you buy, 20% of it goes directly to the Alzheimer's Association, and that's from 11 to 11. As long as you mention Alzheimer's Association,
some African in me.
And I will be, I'll be there
Anna.
with the people that I was in New Orleans with on between 4 and 6 o'clock.
Always checking
So
for that.
I'm there. Love to meet you. Come help out. Help out a really good cause. Let's find a cure for this damn thing. So, you know, in 10 years, nobody has a TikTok channel with dementia because it's gone. It's gone. That's what we want to see.
They have free Pizookies on Tuesdays? Wow. Thanks, Nons. Hello from Kentucky. It's my neighbor from my hometown, Nashville, Tennessee.
Who's coming to BJ's
no,
tomorrow?
This is not. This is a, what's this?
I should have.
A suburban riot.
I should have given an Alzheimer's speech at the concert. That's what I should have done.
Oh, Lord.
I should, you know, I should have, hey, it's a fact. Alzheimer's, you are more likely to get Alzheimer's if you are Hispanic. And there was a big Hispanic crowd. I could have said, hey, meet. Shoot. Could have got a lot of people connected to the cause.
You could have sang. You could have talked about Alzheimer's. You could have told everybody how wonderful
George,
your wife is.
It's not my favorite beer. It's just the least calories. Because I have an issue with, you know, I have an issue with that. You notice Pedro was patting me on the stomach?
Well, it's there.
Yeah, on stage, he was patting me on the stomach. You know, I get that at home with my wife, Pedro. I don't need to have anybody make it funny.
I did say that. I was like, why did Pedro keep touching your stomach? Damn. Bam! Oh, hi Sue. Tomorrow, veteran? Good. I don't know if I haven't decided if I'm going to take Grandpa for a little bit. Farts are low calorie. Oh, sorry, Steve. Dan, we're having twins, Joe. We're having twins. My moved in with me has mild dementia. It's hard, Linda. It's hard. It's hard. Let me tell you, it's hard. Big group hug, YouTube, love you. Mwah!
What are we talking about?
I did it.
Wells, Nevada. It's cold here too.
Oh, Tim.
No.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Dan, we're expecting twins. Fraternal right here. For any day we're due.
I didn't know we would still be talking about my stomach when I got back.
People were asking. Dan.
All right.
It's his turn now. I've done enough. I'd love to host you my South Lake Tahoe Airbnb. ST, the last time I went to an Airbnb, I was called less than tidy.
Beware of who you're making offers to. We were tidy, but are you there? We'll come up to your Airbnb and Arnold and Danny DeVito twins. We love South Lake Tahoe. Lena Horn?
No, Lena fucking less than tidy Salingers. And I fucking cleaned that house. It's because of Andrew's shoes.
Andrew, I won't do that to him.
I will.
He had some smelly shoes and we left them there. And I think that's what caused it. A Beach Girl, my best videos on the YouTube right now is the 9-minute concert video. It's a really cool video. I spent a lot of time editing it. And you can hear the speeches, you can hear my speech, but the most exciting part to me isn't on stage. The most exciting part for me was getting taken on stage, you know, through the crowd and watching the way they move people around and you get on stage and everything's timing and they're like, you know, hurry up, you gotta get up, he's doing whatever. That was kind of exciting.
That was so funny. Less than tidy right here.
And that video is on the YouTube. My absolute favorite video. That's what I'll show my kids.
Don't subscribe to this channel. You guys, Dan has no subscriptions.
Yeah, do not subscribe to my channel. It won't get you on anything. If you want, she's the one who does subscriber lives. I don't do subscriber lives. So you can, if you wanted to subscribe to anything, subscribe to her channel.
Yes, always drinking the LaCroix water. You guys, let me give you a little PSA. When you drink the LaCroix water,
you know, people are gonna think you're shilling for LaCroix. You show it so much.
When you drink LaCroix, be considerate. Don't drink LaCroix and drive, y'all.
Okay, there we go. You're the only reason that Sea King is here. That is awesome. Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate you bringing more people onto the channel. And the only reason she's here is because I'm here. You know, she didn't like TikTok, so you can thank me, whoever that was.
You got the fame. She
Look
got
at
the
that. You
nasty
got your-
comments. That's sure as shit. That's right.
You got.
No, it's not alcohol. It is sparkling water.
I got the FU. I'm only here for her. You see that? It didn't throw me into a tizzy. I'm happy that you have fans out. That's wonderful.
I love limoncello LaCroix.
At
That's
least
my
one.
favorite. Jessica, yeah. Can you? Fuck you.
Grandpa is here.
You get the fame. I get the fucking nasty ass comments. That's right. I take the brunt of everybody's shit.
Because
I'm the punching bag.
I don't have that tone.
Fuck. Here we go with the tone.
I mean, it took you a long time to get that tone.
It took me fucking 40 plus years.
Yeah. I mean, getting that tone is not easy. You're not born with that tone. It takes years. Remember, what movie was it where we were at the White House and I needed a particular operator and she's all, yeah, this is the White House.
I said, give me the phone.
She could be a great White House operator, right?
I said, give
What
me
do
the
you
phone.
want?
And I said, put the phone up. Put the phone up. Do you know who I am? My name is Danielle Salinger, and I run this ship. You better treat my husband.
All right, I'm taking the phone away. I'm taking that phone away. I know, she puts that water on a lot. I wonder if we should tag them. At least give her some free, like,
You are honorary.
was it 13 days? Oh, that's Mark. Mark, how are you doing? That's my brother Mark on there, Mark Salinger.
Nobody
You're right,
knows Mark is your brother.
It was 13 days, and it was Kevin Costner that got that operator on there. Good call, Mark.
Give me the phone back.
Who would have thought that Mark would have answered
Give
that?
me the phone back.
And you know who was in that in there? There was a Salinger in that movie.
Y'all want a Danielle on your team.
Pierre was
Let me
in that
just
movie.
tell you. You want Danielle Salinger on your team because I get shit done. I'm just saying. Can you give me the phone back?
What phone are you talking about? Oh. Go ahead, sorry. Ding, 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 ding.
Hello?
Hello? Am I not supposed to be the other side of the voice? And I might get Mark down to BJ's too, so if you want to meet Mark might be down there as well. And I'm trying to get my brother Dave to come down and have a team to walk. The Alzheimer's Association Walk for a Cure, guys. Tomorrow, BJ's, be there or be square.
We are good.
Yeah, that's good. Be there or be round.
I can't burn. Maggie, I can't do that. I'm not a smoker. I'm not a toker, and I'm not a midnight smoker.
Maggie May, I am a midnight
You are,
toker.
not me. I'm a wine drinker.
Garden gumbles gummies. Oh yeah, garden gummies. I know. Be
Wake
there.
up,
That's
Maggie,
groovy.
I think I got something
groovy.
to say to you.
Or how about this for 80s? Not. That's groovy.
No.
Not.
No. Gag me
80s
with
or
a
90s?
spoon.
That's Valley Girl.
How about rad?
I'm fried.
Rad.
Rad. That's a great one. That's rad.
That's so rad.
You want to know somebody?
I
Virginia.
want to bring that back.
Virginia Henderson. VJ, if you're watching.
Uh-oh.
Cover your husband's ears if you're watching. But
Oh.
when I was in high school, her dad, by the way, played baseball for the
Is he in that
Giants.
show?
Ken Henderson was VJ's dad. He played baseball for the San Francisco Giants, like in the early 70s. He played for a couple other teams. But I was walking around without a shirt, and she said, "Your chest is rad." I'll never forget.
Was.
It was rad.
Your
It
whole
was rad.
your whole waistline
I was
was
rad.
rad.
I had a rad six-pack.
You did.
I had rad pecs.
from the waist
What
up.
the
You were
fuck
rad.
happened? God.
You were
It
rad.
goes, guys. It goes.
From the
So
waist
all
up.
you guys that are in great
Nobody got me
shape in your
that. Hi,
20s
Granny.
out there, when you got tight muscles and you're walking around, with your no neck and stuff, just know when you're 55, you're going to look like this. Just know it.
56.
56, whatever. You remember Ken Henderson? Mark 24? Yep.
That's Mark from Davis.
That was my That was my friend's father.
Just
She also had a brother.
Thank you for catching that. You didn't even catch my humor.
What was it?
I said
missed it.
you were rad from the waist up.
Ha ha ha. That reminds me of that.
From the waist down, he was
I don't know what, micro peepees are way underrated. I mean, they are. Imagine if you had a micro and you could just...
I've seen one. Not yours. I didn't marry the micro. I can tell you that for sure.
There's nothing wrong with a micro.
There's nothing wrong with average men.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Average is fine. Nobody wants an anaconda. Nobody.
I've seen some people that claim to want one.
Nobody wants that. I take average any day of the week. Thank you, honey.
Oh, you're welcome. I'd love to be average for you. I like mediocre, You don't have to strive too high, you don't have to worry about being just being right in the middle, and you're fine. You don't have to worry.
I'm mesmerizingly
It's not a big
average.
deal.
Or just the tip. You can't go big and go
When you
home
get
with
it
that.
as when it's
Watch
as
your
rare
step.
as for me, you don't make it much more than the tip, because it's like you've waited 3 months for this moment, and then it's over like that. So
It's quick. Not as quick as it used to be, but it's quick. As you get
Slow down.
older, you slow down a little bit.
How you doing in Vegas? I think Pedro was in Vegas the next
It's
time.
not as quick as I want it to be. Oh, menopause. Thank you. Hormones for women.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. You
You
just
did it.
demasculated half the population.
I just
I'm
said
kidding.
I liked average.
You demasculated.
No, I said average is where it's at.
All right. And I'm feeling pretty confident.
Aloha.
You girls like average?
We got your man for
We
you
got
right
some
here.
average. We got average. Yeah, I'm batting 300. Yeah, I'm not batting 400, but I ain't batting 150 either. So
I'm drinking my LaCroix now.
I'm batting probably 290.
Who likes average? No, it's fine. 9. Oh, get over yourself. If anybody says I'm average, I'm 9, you know you're average or below.
People, I mean, you guys talk a lot about, size, right? Does size matter? Well, size runs both ways. I mean, you've got like the Saratoga Creek, and then you got the Mississippi River, and then you got like the Grand Canyon. So, I mean, it runs both ways.
Ouch. The Grand Canyon became because we birthed children.
You birth children.
What's your problem? DNA.
And then
DNA.
you birth children, so you create, I mean, it took millions of years to create the Grand Canyon. It just took you 3 kids.
Oh. But what does that say?
I'm silent because I'm
You're
just waiting
really-
to see what her reaction
Because
is.
you're really throwing yourself under the bus.
I'm worried right now. Am I going to get it from you? I'm going to get it from a lot of women out there. I know it, but hey, we need some content, right? Pops is over there
I'm happy
not
with
listening
my
to anything we're saying, thank God. He's still my dad.
He
I
is
don't want to be
alright.
having
That's
Grand
what I'm
Canyon
here for.
conversation with my dad. That's still a little bit embarrassing.
Can you not feel it? That's what happens when you're average and you have 3 babies. You may not be able to feel it afterwards. Is it? I don't feel anything.
What's going on here?
What happened?
Who are you?
Honey? Yeah? I'm reading. What do you need?
There's a reason it takes longer today. I just got to prepare.
Again.
And I got the women on there, so I shrunk. That's not what we were saying.
He shrunk. I'm fine.
I'm now 5'8" and a half. I was 5'10", so I've shrunk a little bit. But,
Honey,
hey, the
are
thing
you
about-
done already? I didn't even know you were
The
there.
thing about men is that men don't shrink, right? Gravity. Men just get bigger and bigger, just like boobs. We get bigger and bigger with age because it just stretches.
Your stomach gets bigger and bigger.
All right, well, that too.
What gets bigger?
Look at the damn thing. Quit looking at me. Turn your head. All right.
I'm just trying to say the truth.
We're just trying to embarrass our kids. I remember what somebody, when we were talking about average size, when I was in a fraternity,
Bless you.
and the conversation came up, and it was just guys, and then it get, down the size, and then this guy looks up and he's all, I am 3 inches of pink steel. That was the way he described it. He said, hey,
Who said
3
that?
inches of pink steel. You don't know. Someone from my fraternity days at Northwood. I was in a fraternity for like 2 months.
2 months until you got
We
cut
did
off.
win we won the football intramural championship, so it was worth it.
That was good. I know. Poor guy. Poor Dan. God, poor Dan. Poor Dan. Somebody said poor guy. Poor Dan. I know, he's...
The weather in Sacramento is cold and kind of a little bit dreary.
The fraternity. Back to the football days. Where's Lamb? Where's Richie Q? Are you in? Oh, you're done? Well, when did that happen?
Why did you just bring up Rich from...
Richie Q.
I know.
Because
but
you were
when
talking about your good old days. Glory days and Rich and Q were talking
Glory
about.
days.
I mean,
I saw that Mike, I saw that he retired. Which is smart. I mean, he doesn't need to work anymore. He's Taylor Swift's almost brother-in-law.
Put me in, coach.
So why work?
I don't have a support group for men that have lost a few inches over the years.
I can give you the 800 number. It's
And
800.
like Oprah said, for every inch you gain in your belly, you lose in your pectoralis down under muscle.
1-800-GET-SIZE. That's the 800 number. If you have those problems, 1-800-GET-SIZE. I feel sorry for whoever has that number.
That's a big wrist. Liam, what? You used to be bigger. What happened? Calling now. Y'all want to gain an inch, lose weight.
That's right. Every 10 pounds is what? A half an inch? Mm-hmm. So if you lose 20 pounds, there's an inch. 40 pounds, 2. If you lose 100 pounds, wow. You may change your life. Hey, Renee.
Anywho, how do you come back from that? I don't know.
Where do we go from here?
Down. Continuously down.
How can we go any lower?
There's much more.
If you get down to 50 pounds, then you got other problems.
It's about
Hey, Cliff, congratulations, man.
Or the head.
That is awesome. It's not easy to put on. I know it's not easy to lose weight. I struggle with it.
I was huge when I was skinny. Everybody's huge when they're skinny. Especially when you were younger. Shit, everything was big. I'm in a first class ticket down. It's the only first class ticket I'll ever be in is going down. Dan was hot at 180.
I'm about 185. Plus or minus 15 pounds. More plus, but I'm somewhere between 185 and 203 and a half. Somewhere between there. In that range. And if you can guess which end of the range, all the power to you. But somewhere between 85 and 103 and a half. 203 and a half, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 103. Not.
Did anyone call you Danny? My entire family.
Well, who are you asking?
My entire family, not only did they still do.
Hi, Jay.
They refer to me as Danny.
Do you think Mark would fight a deer to death for a cat?
Yes. Mark, are you still on here? Would you fight a deer?
He left. He left when we started going down under.
Mark did? Yeah, Mark's not going to hang around for this conversation.
Scoot.
Mark is not tickled by it when we start talking like this. He gets the hell out of here. But yeah, he'd fight a deer. I'd fight a deer for $1 million. But I guess. I mean, as long as you eat it. Thank you, Angie. I appreciate it. He's just in the other room. He's doing wonderful. That's why we haven't heard from him. I mean, I hope I could beat a deer. I mean, are we talking about Bambi, or are we talking about like Prancer, or one of those reindeers with them big giant death horns? Rob, I don't talk. Brian, who's Brian? The last week it's always tough after he has surgery. And he had surgery on Monday, so it was a really hard week, which it was really nice to have that break on Friday night. Pedro really, I needed it at that moment. It was a tough week. He's doing much better now. I'm not, freaking out every time he gets up at night. I'm not worried about him picking off the scab at this point. So, but he's going to have to go for one more on the cheek in another month. So I'm not looking forward to that.
Y'all, I'm on my second LaCroix. Watch out. It's about to get dirty.
Thank you so much for the follow. A follow would be greatly appreciated.
Hi, Juan.
How you doing down in Mexico, Juan?
He's up walking around, just so you know.
He's up. He's up. User will find out. Maybe he'll. Hey, Pop.
You working here or what?
You want to come in here, Pop?
He knows we're
No,
working.
I'm tired. I'm not. I'm gonna leave the TV.
Did you
All
give
right.
him his pills?
So,
Yeah. Are you tired?
yeah, I'm tired.
You're
Well,
ready
he was
for-
up early.
Yeah, you got up early this morning. I'll help. I'll put you to bed if you want, Pop.
What?
If you want to go to bed, I'll help you.
Oh, I have all my stuff in the bed.
Dad, you live here. Your home. Your room's right over there.
I'm really
Everything.
tired. I've got to go get some
Pop,
more rest. As
you-
much as I want to stay awake.
All right, come on. I'll
I'm
put you
still
to bed,
tired. I
Pop.
gotta get a little rest.
I'll put you to bed. Watch your step.
It's been a working day for me.
It's
and
been
a
a
working week.
You got up early this morning,
Well,
Pop.
I get up
Really
this
early.
whole week. It's been a work.
Yep.
Good night, Danielle.
Good night, Ed.
See you tomorrow.
All right.
Put you in here and I'll get you changed.
My room? I gotta go take a pee.
Yeah, he got up super early this morning. And yeah, it's been a challenging week, you guys. It's been really challenging, just so you know.
Let me give a quick reminder, tomorrow, anybody
He needs to brush his
in the
teeth.
area, I'm gonna be at BJ's tomorrow from 4 to 6. And if you wanna come and meet me tomorrow between 4 and 6, we are 20% of whatever you buy will go to the Alzheimer's Association. I'm gonna be there with the Alzheimer's Association people, and you can come sign up and walk on my team for the Walk for a Cure. We're gonna try and raise money to cure this god-awful disease. So if you're around tomorrow between 4 and 6, come to BJ's in Elk Grove on Laguna Springs and Laguna Boulevard and meet me and sign up for the walk, buy something to eat. That will be your donation to the Alzheimer's Association, and then maybe come out and walk with me on the Walk for a Cure. We're gonna cure this damn disease. That's tomorrow at BJ's in Elk Grove between 4 and 6. And if not, between 11 and 11, anything you buy, as long as you tell them, hey, this is for Alzheimer's, 20% of whatever you do will be donated to the Alzheimer's Association. You can get a picture with me, whatever you want. You show up tomorrow, whatever you want. And there's a possibility, although I won't count on it, I wouldn't bank on it, that Daniel will bring my dad, who would probably sit in a different thing. I wouldn't have people coming up to him, but you could see him, and you get a picture with me, whatever you want to do. It's a great cause. Let's find a cure. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, Coco.
B, I
Coco,
didn't even
we have-
realize about your name, because I always call you B, so I never think about the J. B. J?
Brandy, it's the Elk Grove branch. I do not believe that any other are participating tomorrow, but the Elk Grove branch is. I will try and talk to them about maybe getting all the other BJs. It's just the BJs in Elk Grove tomorrow that I'm aware of. But I will find out, whether hopefully BJs will get involved more actively. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it, Lyle. A quick follow is greatly appreciated. How you doing in Arkansas and Jamaica? You're not in the picture.
Oh, I know. Well, you said I'm
Okay,
coming
oh,
on
let me,
really quick.
Just a quick reminder.
From the UK, yeah, it's a little bit too long of a drive.
Pop, Pop. Pop.
So we haven't put the toothpaste back in because we don't want him putting it on his scab. This is not good for it. How was Ed when you first came into the family? Well, that's a very complicated question. Hi Jerry, how's the wife? I've been thinking about you guys. Hi Mike. Hello from Boston. Different reasons. Big hugs back, Heather. Hello from Vancouver. It's my new nail color. Yeah, my new nail color. My lady picks out. I pick out a color and she's like, no, I don't like that. We're going to do this one. All right, let's do it. This is LaCroix, but my favorite wine is a Sauv Blanc. Hi, Edna. Hi, Tammy. That's my wedding ring finger. Then I have a couple. So I have my B for my Behar, my brothers, because there's 3 of us in the Behar clan. And then I have a chevron. Where's my chevron? Oh, here's my chevron. I got this probably a year after I started social media. And the chevron means define your reality. So I thought this was like hugely related to who I am today. Yeah. I do too, Linda. Occasionally I put my ring on sometimes, but I hate it. So yeah, I do that. Fingers are crossed, Jer. Always, always. I said, you need to take off my length because they were hurting me. So anybody else have, I tried the long nails, but I type so much with social media and, you know, respond to comments that my nails hurt. And I'm too active. So my lady was always like, I've been going to Lynn for, gosh, 10 plus years. And she's like, you're not going to like them. Too long, too long, too long. So I did it for a couple of, I did it for a couple months, and she's right, they're too long. I go in my phases. I want long, then I need short. Tattoos hurt in general. You have your painter's hand on. Do you want to come over, Marty? I hate. LaCroix is a sparkling water. It's a sparkling water. Yeah, I cut mine. It wasn't I don't remember that busy. Birthday gifts for your new girlfriend. How new? How new?
Donny cat, Donny cat.
Hi, Billy.
You are a Donny cat.
Yeah, this is perfect because I do too much yard work and then I hurt. So this finger, my pointer finger, was so hurt because my nails were so long that I was pushing the branches down in my, my yard and garden bucket, and it hurt. It bent back. So it really is hurt. Yeah. Grandpa went to bed early. He was up at 7:30. He does not nap. He has not been napping at all today. So, Jay's birthday too. Oh, it's my mommy. That's for my mommy. That one. Yeah. Thanks, Grown. We've been married for almost 27 years. We've been together since conception.
You have piercings?
No, I used to.
You don't have any piercings anymore?
My nose.
And your arm and your ears?
My ears.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, your ears.
My ears. My ears.
It's a good week. J-Bake, I think it's a good week. We got BJ's tomorrow.
How did you know I was the one? My eyes. My heart.
I didn't know.
My soul.
I mean,
my everything. Have you not seen this?
I knew when we broke up. That's when I knew.
I've been with my husband since Mount Everest was Pebble. Me too, Tammy. Dan has a Sir Arthur.
Mike, I have no.
He has a Sir Arthur.
I have no piercings or tattoos.
Oh, woohoo, Dulce.
I don't like breaking the skin.
Well.
I didn't say the foreskin. I don't like breaking the skin, like with anything. Congratulations, BK. That's awesome. 40 years married is a long time. That's an accomplishment.
Go back to roasting Dan. Do you know how much shit I get for roasting Dan? I mean, I think it's funny, but God,
It's an ultra 2.5.
Mary, do it.
carbs.
Don't diet. Just go natural. We are women. That's what we do.
A Mike Tyson tattoo. The
On his
Hangover.
face. Hell no.
That was a funny scene when he had that thing and they're
Yeah.
looking at him.
What's the secret? Lots of alcohol, lots of avoidance, and lots of denial. Cheers.
The secret is at least one of you has to let things go. If one person in a I didn't say who's the person that lets things go. Why are you looking at me like that? I wasn't saying I'm that person. They're just asking. I'm saying if one person in the relationship can just let stuff go, you're fine. You know, if one person can't let things go, but the other can, you're going to be fine. It's only when both parties just can't let it go. That's when you have problems.
Yes.
Separate beds, we've done that for a while. I'm not a fan of it.
Guess what? He chains
not a
me to the
fan
bed
of it.
every night. He will not let me go upstairs now. So
I think you lose something when you, I mean, if you have to do it, you know, you snore, or we've done it a couple of times. One when the babies were small and I had to
Who
get
left the
early for
room?
work.
Who left the room?
I left the room
Yeah.
at that time in our old house because I was working and you weren't. That made sense, right?
Totally.
And at that time, I mean, I was getting up really early. I was
So
going to court.
early.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Now what?
well, Callie, first it was the kids, and then we tried it when you know, about 3 months ago when when we started taking him full time
It was wonderful.
because Danielle couldn't sleep, and so we tried it. But then I'm not a big fan of it. I know a lot of people do it, and it could work great for some people. I'm not a big fan of it.
It worked great for me.
Okay, that's wonderful. Then
But no, he has not let me out of that room. He puts a chain in my
There's something
ankle.
that there's an intimacy that grows from suffering.
Do you
the
remember
same
you
night.
were
If
reciting
I'm
something
up,
last night to me?
if I'm up,
Do you-
no, if I'm up with my dad, she should be up a little bit so that we
know
feel it together.
Why are you smiling?
I'm not smiling.
You were talking.
I was talking a lot last night.
Yeah, you were in your sleep. And you know what?
I wasn't
Something- I
sleeping.
woke up to me. Me. You're lucky you have me. I'm Dan Salinger. It's me.
I remember that.
I just remember
I
that.
said, do you know how lucky you are?
He kept saying it like he was
Do
literally.
you know how, I was whispering in her ear,
Yeah.
do you know how lucky you
kept
are?
saying, and you know, and you kept saying something about like avoidance and blah blah blah.
I was saying, how
and
can you
have
sit
me,
there
and you have
and
me.
pretend you're asleep? You were sitting there pretending to sleep.
I don't know why this is doing this now. It does it to me too.
What the hell was
I don't
that?
know. It's been doing that to me.
Is that a new thing?
Yeah.
Verified sus. All right. Oh, that's to verify that it's not somebody just rebroadcasting live. That's good.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad they're doing that.
Yeah, and he was saying, "You're lucky. I'm Dan Salinger," or something like that. Do you know?
Murillo, were you at the concert?
Do you know it's me?
If you haven't seen the
I'm
video
Dan Salinger.
of the concert,
It's me.
you can watch one of my favorite nights of my life so far.
And that's why I go upstairs, because he wakes me up. And then he does
I got
this
pulled
all
on
night
stage
long.
at a concert.
And then he does this, and he's like, "Oh, sorry."
I got pulled on stage at a concert and gave an impromptu speech in front of 15,000 people, and it's on video. You can watch it.
He was there.
Oh, you were there,
He
Marilla?
doesn't need to watch it.
I'm talking to everybody else. Marilla knows.
Jeez Louise.
So you got one on TikTok, but the long one's on the YouTube. And it's a good video. It's one of my favorite videos.
All I kept hearing was something about me. I'm like, what the fuck is he rambling on about?
I was saying you were so lucky.
You basically were.
But you didn't work. You just pretended to be asleep.
I was asleep.
Obviously
It was
you weren't.
2 o'clock in the morning because you were fucking
But you obviously
whispering that
were
in
awake.
my
You
ear.
heard it, and
You woke me
She
up.
pretended to be asleep. She's saying now, and I knew she was awake, so I kept. I never Donny Cat.
Fuck is that?
Donny Cat is reaching up to get me. I was saying, how can you pretend to be asleep? I just. Let's see what happens if I bring my hand over. Let's see how fast your hand
Ow.
wakes up to move it away. And sure enough,
Excuse
boom,
me.
it moved away. She moved. Like I know you're awake. Nothing. You didn't. Just silence. Like pretending that I'm moving in my sleep. She's moving my hand away in her sleep.
No,
Incredible.
because you're waking me up. Who wakes their
Did
partner
you-
up in the middle of the
Did you
night?
have an accident?
No, that's a dog. Or a cat. Nope. But somebody did it.
Somebody did something.
There's Baxter and Donny Cat. I'm telling
Somebody
you, he
did
stinks.
something.
But Donny Cat's ass is stinky.
We don't know what Grandpa
Hi, Chris.
fed Donny Cat. That's the problem.
Donny Cat?
I didn't even need action.
No,
FCB. I just needed a
here's
little
the thing.
love. That's all.
When he's up,
Oh.
and this is one of the reasons, Ashley, don't tell me to shut up or you will be gone, first of all. Number 2, I'm drinking LaCroix.
Okay, dear.
Number 3, he talks in his sleep, and when I'm sleeping,
I wasn't
he
sleeping.
constantly wakes me up. Right, but I'm sleeping, and
Yeah,
that's
but I'm
why
not
I
talking
went
in my
upstairs.
sleep. I was just awake and talking because I had just gotten up. Grandpa gets up. Marriage and commitment. I mean, honestly, compromise, right? Let the small
I do
shit
have Middle
go.
Eastern left.
You don't have to win every argument. You can just let it go. And as long as there's one reasonable person, it'll be fine. At least one reasonable person. If you have 2 reasonable people, great. But as long as you have one, I'm not saying who the reasonable person is in our relationship. I'm just saying as long as you have one, it might be you. She doesn't find it as funny as I do.
No.
I'm just saying.
That's one of the reasons why I moved upstairs, is because you are inconsiderate of thy sleeping person.
I'm not inconsiderate. You're inconsiderate of thy awake person. You're inconsiderate of thy insomniatic person.
But why should I be considerate
Because
at the
it's
time that
a
I need to
marriage.
sleep?
It, for better or worse, or sleep or no sleep, or health or sickness, you're together. That's what it is. When I'm awake, you should be awake.
Amy, shut the front door.
What?
Girl, Amy fell on her run the other day, and she joined her live while she was waiting for her husband to pick her up.
I hope you're okay.
She's not. She just has a broken bone in her groin. Amy.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. The groin.
Yeah, that's got to be so hard. See what happens when you try to start running again? Don't run. I need to catch up on my sleep. I literally fell asleep today. I'm so tired. Yes. Well, he gets agitated when I'm sleeping, so that's why he wakes me up.
I'm not fully retired 2A. I still have an office and I'm still working through old cases.
Amy.
And I always get sucked into something new at some point. It never fails. Pops is doing fine. He's doing great, actually. Beyond fine, he's doing amazing. I mean, today he's like, I keep thinking, all right, we're headed down, and then he just comes back around and does great. Teaching is the greatest profession. How was dinner with Jennifer? Well, I was at the concert.
It was good. She had a good time.
I don't practice family law, Megan. We still have the Millie Pig. Millie Pig, it's just colder, so the pig spends a lot more time like under the blankets in her pen. Albert, that was awesome. Thank you for seeing that. How did it look from the stage, Albert? Was it the same as in the videos? Did I look all right from the actual auditorium?
He wants me up being miserable with him.
Pops is in bed.
I'm always spicy.
He got up an hour early today. Lovely me, I'm retired, but I practice criminal law and
Pink, good question.
wills and trusts in car accidents. That's what I did. You gotta go potty? All right. Too many LaCroix. LaCroix, or whatever, however you pronounce it. We have taken him on vacation, Z-Bum, but that will never happen again. My dad, we're not gonna, almost certainly not ever take him to, like a strange place that he's not familiar with. I think it would be really stressful for him. And we want to eliminate the stress from his life. Grandpa's in bed, Ina. he went to bed a little early today, but he got up an hour early. Did I watch the Iowa game? Are you talking about Caitlin Clark and the record? I've heard about it, and congratulations, Caitlin. I really wish I could see her. You ever walk the American Discovery Trail that goes by Elk Grove? Kyle, where exactly in Elk Grove? Because I've walked most trails in Elk Grove. Is that one out by I-5, or is that one more in the middle? Thank you for that. And thank you, Eli, for the roses, and thank you for the follows. A quick follow would be greatly appreciated. You're 40 minutes from Iowa. She is amazing. I mean, she took the record, the collegiate record, right from Pete Maravich or something, Smoking Pistol Pete. I mean, and for a female to win the scoring title, that's pretty impressive. She's knocking down. She's putting the ball in the bucket, man. That's what she's doing. She's putting the ball in the bucket. Sandra, thank you so much. I hope there's a big turnout as well at BJ's because we need to cure this disease, and it's going to take everyone's involvement and help. And if you come out to BJ's tomorrow between 4 and 6 in Elk Grove on Laguna Springs and Laguna Boulevard, you can meet me, ask me questions, whatever you want. And whatever you buy, 20% will go towards the Alzheimer's Association. And you can also sign up to actually walk. I'm going to walk with a team.
Do you know when it is?
I don't know exactly when it is, but I'm going to walk for the Walk for a Cure. And you can walk in my group, or hopefully Mark will have a group, my brother Dave, or Danielle. For those of you that like Danielle, you can maybe get in her group. And we're going to cure this disease with your help.
Hi, Dee.
So tomorrow, BJ's in Elk Grove. Be there or be round. I think the walk's probably in October, but I'm not exactly sure. I'll find out tomorrow.
You should be scared of me.
Now Danielle will beat you down. You get out there, she's gonna be all right, hurry up, let's go. We're gonna set the record.
You should be scared.
We're gonna set the record. An interesting case. There's a lot of interesting cases. I've told before, a case where a client wanted to dig up a dead person to get the fingerprint on the notary statement for
Make
the
sure
transfer
you're
of real
well
property.
groomed. Dennis, what is he showing his manscape?
What are you talking about?
Dennis said make sure you're well groomed for the event.
Absolutely. I'll be well groomed, so if that's important to you, I guarantee you it'll be trimmed up and everything will be fine. Aslan, I can definitely read your comment, but all it says is, can you read my comment? Do I wear tearaway pants? No, because the women that I go out with are strong enough just to rip them off. I don't need tearaway, just rip them off.
He doesn't eat crackers. He eats peanut butter,
I'll show.
Thousand Island dressing, and lunch meat and cheese. Yeah. And last night, it was Hershey chocolate syrup all over my floor. There was literally...
So I had a little ice cream, a little
Footprints.
vanilla ice cream, like one of those little things you get at a school for like 25 cents.
Dan's doing a show and tell.
And I just
So come to
poured some
BJ's.
chocolate sauce on top of it.
And it was everywhere in my room.
Unfortunately,
Thanks,
it
Miss.
fell, and it's, chocolate sauce, Hershey's chocolate sauce is not easy to clean up. And apparently I stepped in it in my socks and then
It was everywhere.
traipsed it everywhere. It was not good. It smelled good, but I took the socks off before getting into bed, so I didn't bring it into bed.
Oh, thank you.
Pokemon, I'm glad you watched the YouTube video.
Why did you say that way? Pokemon!
Pokemon. I said Pokemon. Pokemon, watch the YouTube video. Thank you. That's one of my favorite videos on YouTube. It's a 9-minute video. And it's...
What do they do for...
I'll show my kids that video,
What do they
my
do
grandkids.
for a broken groin muscle? The
You just...
fudge.
You have to just not do a lot.
God.
Good night, Amy.
It wasn't
Thanks for
even
coming.
a fun thing. It was just Dan and his errant ways eating in the middle
Thanks
of
for
the
the
night.
follow, Linda. I just had a little chocolate sundae, a tiny one,
It was tiny.
and it spilled.
There was more chocolate in the sundae than ice cream.
I filled it to the top, and it was just not a good thing to do. And it was like 12:30, and you were asleep, so
Oh.
I was trying to open my computer to see what was going on, in the news, whatever. I couldn't turn on the TV, and it just flipped on the floor. I was not happy to have
So
to
when
get
I
up
woke
and clean
up,
that up. At
So when I
4:30.
woke up, There were
Not
towels
happy.
and
Not happy.
there were washcloths all over the floor and footprints from
Favorite
his
movie?
side of the
Probably
bed
Forrest Gump.
into the bathroom. Yeah, he just threw it
The
on top
dogs
of
were
them.
asleep at that time. They don't get up. Normally, they follow me into the kitchen to try and get some food. You know, especially Coco. She'll be sitting there if I'm getting cheese and meat. She's sitting there for hers. But after midnight, Coco's too tired to get up. She just stays there. Hi in Jamaica.
Magic smell. No, he shouldn't be eating that shit.
What?
Let alone making a fucking
No, I
mess.
shouldn't, but I'm awake. You know, and half of it, by the way, is I have to get up when my dad gets up to make sure he goes back to bed. So that's.
Dan thinks, why not go for a snack?
It just happens. I mean, I'm firming, you know, by that time, and I got munchies. So when I get out of bed, I wouldn't get out of bed and go eat.
I've done that.
But I get up for my dad, and then I find myself in the fridge. It just sucks. Thoughts on open marriage? Open marriage. As the man, I've said this a million times, I'm a man. You know, you take it where you can get it, as long as you have permission. Unfortunately, we run into a road. We don't agree there, so it's just monogamy.
The fuck?
What the fuck? Exactly. The fuck. But it's just monogamy. I'm saying if you were, you know, more amorous, I'd be up for whatever. But I'm a man. You're a woman, so we just have each other. That's what I'm saying. I'm just being honest. I have self-control. It's not like I'm some kind of, you know, I have never, ever cheated on my wife.
Ever cheated on my wife. I cheat on him every day.
I mean, I don't know for sure whether you have. I know I haven't.
I do. I cheat on him.
I know for sure I've never cheated.
I've been in a constant cheating
I have
for
never done
27 years.
I'm pretty sure she hasn't not, but you never know.
Never know.
Look, you got plenty of opportunity. You know what they say about men? Men
Think with one head.
No.
And it's not this one.
No. Men are as loyal as their options. If you have options,
here we
that's
go.
that's been said, but not me.
You know how many women a day tell me that?
What?
Do you know how many women a day tell me that?
What?
No wonder why your husband should go out on you.
I mean, I wouldn't do that.
I know, but do you realize? Do you realize? Because when you say shit like that, women come and attack me because they think, give it up to your husband. I don't know why he stays with you. Women and men, both. Because there's more to a relationship than just sex.
I think that should be more sex. I think, you know, how do you survive a long relationship? I think that sex helps a lot. That's what I think, personally. The more you do it, the better.
So I hate those comments. I hate the comments that you've got to take care of your man. Because what about the women?
I don't.
That's such a chauvinistic thing
right.
to say.
I agree with.
And you've got you're waking up the trolls. Take care of thy man, and therefore he will have no complaints. But what about why isn't a two-edged sword? Why is it take care of your man?
I will take care of my woman.
What about the woman?
It should be. Absolutely. The man should take care of the woman every night. I think.
Not that way. I'm not
Every
talking
day.
about sex because that's not what it's about for women.
I'm saying the man should take care of them.
Oh Jesus.
I'm gonna slam some LaCroix.
I need another LaCroix.
Danielle needs another LaCroix. And again, right now, neither of us are real serious in this. We're having fun, so whatever DMs I'm gonna get from whoever, we're.
It's not about you. It's me they come after.
It's not about me. It's about
You play into the people. You play into all of them.
I play into whatever because
Well,
I'm
they
just
play,
having
but
fun.
they don't realize that.
I'm just having fun.
We know we're
I mean,
having
have
fun.
fun.
No,
Are
we
you
know.
worried?
No, I'm not
Okay,
worried.
then why? Who cares? If you're not worried,
See,
who
think about those
cares?
stupid comments.
It's just fun, Pop, dear.
Pop? Fuck, I'm out.
It's just fun. Take a seat.
Pop. I'm out. What are you doing? Pop.
Pedro's my friend now. He's my friend.
Lord.
Ricky Ricky and Lucy. That, that's a compliment. That's a compliment to Danielle, actually, because Lucy is literally one of the most talented women ever to step on any kind of stage. Lucille Ball. She was an amazing talent. She carried that whole show, and I think she created it. She was really amazing. So you just got a huge compliment, and I'm Ricky.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a Cuban nightclub singer, apparently.
No.
Roman, Pedro is my friend. He was a client. That's how we met. Dan and Rosie. The Connors. That's funny. Now, I like the analogy because I love Dan Goodman. I think he's hilarious.
I do too.
We don't make a lot on TikTok.
Who cares? Why are you answering our fucking money situations?
I'm just saying that you don't make a lot of money on TikTok.
Nobody's business. It's none. Do you want to? Let me pull up my banking account for you.
I'm not surprised that Lucy produced Star Trek. I think I heard that somewhere. She was an amazing businessman.
I love the Connors too.
And John Goodman is amazing. My dad's in bed right now. He went to bed about 6 o'clock. He got up early this morning. So in the morning, you guys will get a kick out of this. So when my dad gets up,
fixed income.
Normally he gets up about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Sometimes like 9:30. If he's not up at 9:30, I go wake him up. But this morning he got up at 7:30, and I'm like, so Dad, are you going back to bed? Or what are you going to do? Because, I enjoy that free time in the morning. From 7:30 to 8:30, I can just sit on my computer, watch the news, and I'm like, Pop, are you going back to bed? And my dad's like, what time is it? And I know if I tell him the time, he's going to want to get up because, he still thinks he goes to work. So, 7:30 is like, he's late, he's up late. So I tell him, Dad, it doesn't matter what time it is. Are you tired? What time is it? I lied. It's like 7:05. It was like 7:35. So I'm getting up.
And Dan was like, fuck. Because we enjoy our time in the morning.
I had to dress him, and then he went out and ate. So he's been up early this morning. But the good side is he went to bed at 6 o'clock this morning, tonight. So thanks for the call.
So there was a cute story. So the other night, Saturday night, Grandpa, Andrew had his friends over. And so, it's always good because, Grandpa gets up numerous times a night. Story. And so all of a sudden I was like, you guys just be prepared, Andrew. He's going to come out.
He had like 4 friends over.
So you got to remember, Grandpa thinks it's his house.
And they were drinking whatever they were drinking.
They were doing things, whatever.
All night, whatever they were doing.
So I heard Andrew eventually, because, we were up and down all night long because we hear them laughing and the alarm went off because somebody burnt toast. And I hear Andrew walking Grandpa back to bed. He's all, Grandpa, go back to bed. He's like, well, we're going to talk about this tomorrow. So apparently,
Grandpa walked
out and he gave them the riot act. He didn't like what he saw. He didn't appreciate it. He was pissed off because he didn't get permission in his house. Right? And so, he said, well, we're going to talk about this tomorrow. And I woke up kind of giggling to myself because I thought, oh no, they just got lectured.
And then, so that was Saturday night. And then Sunday morning, there's a strange boy passed out on her couch. I mean, literally. You got up at
Carson. It's not a strange. We know.
We know him. But so at 6 o'clock in the morning, Danielle gets up. She's feeding the animals. The TV's on. Carson's asleep on the couch.
Jordan's smart enough because he knows, so he goes in the theater room.
So there's another kid over there. So we're making noise. We're getting up in the morning, and this kid slept on that couch till like 10 o'clock in the morning. And Grandpa got up. I was like, "Fuck, where's Grandpa gonna watch TV?" So I think Grandpa ended up sitting on the couch, and poor Carson's asleep on the couch all night. It's been a long time since we've had strange kids in our
every once in a while, because they typically go to his friend's house, but his best friend's dad, who employs Andrew, said, you guys aren't coming over here tonight because you keep me up all night. So Andrew comes in with his friends. I'm like, what the fuck? I was so tired. I was like, I wanted a good night's rest.
Nobody drinks and drives from my house, Eric. That's a rule. If they come here and they're drinking, they know if they drive, they're never coming back.
I woke up and there was Taco Bell. There was all sorts of food. They were door dashing food.
Cooking food and the
Cooking food.
setting off alarms for
So in
six
the
burning.
morning, so in the morning time, Andrew was still sleeping because they went up and they kayaked in the rain. But nobody would wake up. Carson and Andrew would not wake up. And Jordan always gets up early. It doesn't matter how late he's up. And Scotty too. They're like, I don't care, we're going. So Andrew's bitching, Carson's bitching, and Jordan, I was like,
Happy birthday, Sherry.
I said, why the hell
How old?
why was the smoke alarm going off in the kitchen? And Jordan's like,
and
this
Sherry.
is the thing you think about. Jordan says, oh, I lit my arm hairs on fire. This is what stupid 20-year-old boys do. He said, I lit my arm hairs on fire. I said, that set off the smoke collector.
Andrew had a
smoke
mohawk
detector,
one day when
and
he
it
woke up like 3
literally,
years
and
ago.
it literally took him a minute, and he goes, oh wait, no. I cooked some toast, but there was something burnt on it. And so basically what happened
Congratulations, Christine.
was,
35.
so you have to take,
That's awesome.
you have to take, the dish towel and you have to wave it. So Andrew's telling me the story the next day, and Andrew's like, I was telling, Jordan to wave the smoke detector. So I guess Jordan was over Jordan was over the smoke, over the toaster oven, waving the toaster oven.
The alarm went off. Someone said, thank you for the no drink driving. If you watch the video on YouTube with Pedro, I have drilled that into his head so much every time I see him, and I do it to my kids too. And I honestly look at Pedro as my kid. That's why he's my client, because I saw him. It's similar just to Andrew, because he and his dad came in, and I saw a great relationship. I had no idea he was famous, but I've drilled in no drinking driving that on stage to 15,000 people. When I was standing there, you'll see Pedro saying, "Don't drink and drive, don't drink and drive," because he was mimicking what I just have drilled into his head. Drilled it.
No, the arm hairs did not set off the alarm. It was the toast that he was making, but he did. That's the thing with stupid boys. They're stupid, right? Jordan burned
Pedro's
his arm.
22. Pedro's pretty damn famous.
I'm trying.
Go ahead. I'm just answering questions.
I know.
Are you done with your story?
I get yelled at because I'm gonna get more water. No more LaCroix. 3 is too many. I'm
What
thirsty.
are you doing?
I gotta get more
What
water.
do you have? A UTI or something?
No, I'm
All right.
thirsty.
Go drink. I mean, you're drinking more water
I
than
know, I am.
most fish.
That's my problem, is I drink it more at the nighttime and then
I haven't even peed yet, and I'm drinking beer. Yeah, it's so which story? So on stage, when Pedro's saying, "Don't drink and drive, don't drink and drive," to the crowd, he's doing that for me because I'm on him like a hawk. I'm sorry, Belinda. I try not to. Natalie's mom is Josh. Josh is half. Grandpa did not fall again. Grandpa had Mohs surgery on his chin. Oh, you're down in the Oilers, the Edmonton Oilers. How are you doing? When you say Oilers, I'm thinking of the old Houston Oilers, which are now the Tennessee Titans, but the Edmonton Oilers, congratulations, you got a good team. BJ's tomorrow. If you want to meet me, I'll be there from 4 to 6. If you want to just contribute to Alzheimer's, buy something between 11 and 11 and tell them that you're there for Alzheimer's, and 20% will go to the Alzheimer's Association.
Only in Elk Grove, California. No.
In Elk Grove. In Elk Grove on Laguna Boulevard and Laguna Springs.
I'm drinking some
That's
water
where I'll
with
be tomorrow.
Crystal Light.
Maple Leafs, congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. You visit hospitals. That is great. Thank you for doing that. User, don't worry. We don't suffer from the effects of fame because we don't. we're just TikTokers here. What time is bedtime? As soon as we get off here is pretty much my bedtime.
I have a book to finish tonight.
My dad is a
I've been reading my
podiatrist.
book for most of the day today. and
I
I'm
drink
almost done
alcohol
with it.
every time that I go on a live. Probably, if I had to really tell you, 5 days a week, I probably have, 2 beers 5 days a week. Thank you, Olivia. I appreciate that.
You know,
That's really our primary function.
Here-
All this stuff is secondary. The TikTok, the Pedro, all that stuff is secondary. What we really do every day, 23 and a half hours a day that we're not on, is taking care of my dad. That's what we do. Eric, I hope the event is a huge success and that they raise a lot of money and find a cure.
I did finish Sister Wives. Yeah. Wild
I gotta
strawberry.
pee.
Oh,
Ooh,
right.
Crystal Light. Love it.
We do the faithful fruit punch. That's my favorite. You guys, you started the Seven Husbands? Oh, that was good. I'm reading, I'm on the Hoover books, and so I read the first one. It ends with us, and now the second one is It Begins with Us, and I'm almost done with it. I read a lot today. So it's starting to get good. It was a little bit slower than the first. I always feel like the first books are always better. But I can tell you that this one is starting to get good right now. And so my new thing is reading, and I love it. I hope you read them. If not, where I can get a hold of you. I don't get, just so you know, BJ, I don't get to my messages all the time, especially if I'm not a friend of yours or whatever. I don't really look in those messages because I'm so busy throughout my day and trying to find time for myself that it's really hard, right? It's really difficult. So Verity's next, Brittany. So after I finish this book, I have Verity waiting. And then Hannah has a couple more Colleen Hoover books upstairs that I'll read too. Yeah, Verity's next. I'm trying to get through it so I can begin Verity because you guys are telling me I need to read that. You guys have been doing that, telling me forever.
Sandra, this is kind of our time. This is a release for us. So we do find plenty of time. I mean, I have no complaints about what I do for my day. And I'm lucky to be in a position to do it. And social media helps out a lot. But it's not like I need a lot of time for myself. I'm not at that stage in my life. I've done everything. I don't need to do anything more. I've done everything from have nothing to have a lot. I can tell you the best time of my life was in law school when I had absolutely nothing. We had nothing. We never went out because we could barely afford to buy food. And so, and believe it or not, those were my favorite time of my life. Joker, I'm pretty much 90% retired. Papa's in bed. He went to bed about 6. I did have law partners. I had law partners and employees and lawyers who worked for us back in my day.
Back in the day.
I haven't had togos in a while, Eric, but I was
mention
talking
it the
about
other
it
day.
today. I have to go to, because I've been eating at this other place, Bodine's in Sacramento, instead of Togo's. They have a great tuna sandwich and they get salads with them. So I've been going there instead of Togo's, but
It's expensive.
I will go back to Togo's. It was the best time of my life. So I was telling them when we were in the apartment, remember during law school, when we had nothing? I mean, literally, we would go shopping and have to,
We stole things.
we didn't steal things, but like we'd put, some Shasta Cola on the bottom of the thing. And, if it went through and they didn't ring up the Shasta Cola, oh, fuck, score. We just saved $1.99. And it was a big deal because that $1.99 could be used somewhere else. And we had nothing, and nothing at all.
And we would also...
Our cars got broken into, driving around with no window.
We would also, remember Pack and Save was where we used to shop, and they would have those bins, and so we would, get baggies and eat them
from the bins
as we're
as we're walking around eating from the bins. The Manscaped code is DSAL20. I don't know if it's still good. It could very well be. I was never a lawyer in Colorado, but there might have been Salingers that were there in Colorado. A different lawyer.
Yeah.
Abby, at 27, do not be anxiety ridden over. At 27, I was in debt. I had a big negative net worth with student loans. So
I think, oh shit, what was I going to say? Renegades, hold on. Yeah, I was making $425 at the time, working full time, going to school, and that's where our income came from, was when I was working $425. Yes. $425. So you had to do what you had to do back in the day. 425, and I remember when I
We got
up to
married at
475.
29 and 23.
Oh, thanks, Kalinda. About my mom? Yeah, I don't know if it's just he doesn't know how to deal with it or he doesn't know, avoids it. I study child development, which is perfect for my job, what I do every day.
Danielle studied child development.
That's what I said.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. I'm going to ask.
Yeah, so I studied the human brain from birth to 18, which is about where we're at for everybody.
Danielle is
saying.
5 years younger than me, so whatever, she was the younger one. I was the 29-year-old.
It is perfect. For more than just one case, for really everything, because all of your formative years is what I've studied. People are giving me shit, because I do my daily rants about life and thought processes and all the wisdom that I've learned and I'm gaining along the way of my however many years I have left. And somebody's like, do you have a degree? No, I do have a degree, but I really think that experience sometimes overshadows what your paper tells you. But if you really think about it, my degree is in birth to 18 years of age, which is
My first job was
all your formative years.
$3.25 an hour.
What was our first rent?
ice cream.
$4.75. $4.75 was our first.
$4.25.
No,
It was
it's
$4.25, and
No.
it got raised to $4.75. And I think we were getting help. I think my dad was giving me $500 a month, so that just about covered the rent. Everything
Yeah,
else
that's
was
cool.
like insurance and all that stuff.
Yeah, and I used to live off of frozen French fries. You remember me always baking frozen French fries?
Vaguely.
Yeah. Oh, May, I get the real jerks.
Did her
I
degree
did.
prepare for parenthood? No. I don't think education
Prepares you
for much in life. I mean, it's great you have to have it, and it allows you to understand things that you experience later. But the real experience comes from life, not from classroom. The classroom helps over time, but the real experience comes from doing it. $1.65 an hour.
Ramen. I love ramen now.
I mean,
Life experiences.
that's like
yeah.
McDonald's hamburger an hour. Send Danielle the spot. Danielle controls all of our assets
I do.
and money. I don't have money. I have to ask her for money.
He does.
So
Or if he travels
if
and
she wants to
his
go,
siblings
she goes.
pay for everything, they're like,
She has to
send.
Venmo. Yeah, I have my siblings pay, and I have Danielle Venmo them back. I don't deal with money.
I deal with it all. It all.
I just earn it.
Oh Lord, here we go.
I just earn it. She takes it, does whatever with it, spends it.
Guess what?
What?
I'm earning it now, baby.
You are the big TikTok earnings.
I'm a big TikToker, so
Yeah.
I support
Please
the family.
subscribe to her channel. Oh, and by the way, a quick follow on my channel would be greatly appreciated. We love it. And if you have not seen the Pedro video, you have to watch the Pedro video. It's my favorite video of all time. And you need to watch the YouTube one, because the YouTube one shows you everything from running into his manager, which is where he got the idea to bring me up on stage.
5,027.
My favorite part's when the roadies were taking me
Together,
up
my
before I
G-Wagon.
got on stage. And then on the YouTube, you can see all the speeches and you can hear them.
I can tell you that my calves are getting very big from driving the Porsche daily because Dan doesn't drive it, and I hate driving. Driving this car reminds me.
I drive my dad around.
Driving this car reminds me how much I hate stick shifts.
I can't get my dad in the Porsche because it's too hard to get in and out of. So that's why I'm driving the other car and she's driving that.
He's driving my car.
She's Mrs. D-Cell NorCal. She's like the...
I hate the manuals, man. I wish, I was cussing it the other day. I was like, this car. I won't tell them how many times I've stalled.
Are my siblings okay with me? My siblings are grateful. First of all, they love being in the TikToks themselves. And secondly, we're taking care of them. So
Sunflower was at the concert. She recorded all your speech.
Oh, thank you, Sunflower.
Here we go again.
Send me a copy of it. You got my email. Send me a copy of
Clutch.
what you got, because I haven't seen it from
A different
from the
perspective.
audience, you know? All I've seen is my friend was there, like right in front of the stage, videoing where I got, and then a roadie was videoing with my phone. That's all I've seen. I'd love to see it from the audience. So if you could email me that.
I am Mrs. Diesel in NorCal. That's my backup to my backup.
Thank you so much, Sunflower. I appreciate that.
It's my favorite flower, by the way.
My dad's in bed right now.
Oh, Lodi. That's where all my wineries are. Held cat.
Oh, thank you for the
Yeah,
like and the follow. I
And
appreciate
now my
that.
crystal light.
Her account's got, I don't know if she sorted any of that stuff out. Have you
No.
sorted any of that out?
Unknown caller.
We'll have to go to,
No, I have to send another email because
We'll probably have to
been
go
like
to-
3 weeks.
like Mountain View and go visit them. Well, Nefertiti, is that like Nefertiti from the Ten
There's no
Commandments in
R.
Egypt? My dad's not in a condition to date anybody.
Budget.
It would be not. It's not something that's even within the realm of, reality. It's just not.
And
reality.
by the way, y'all need to stop leaving me voice messages. I forgot to show you the latest.
What voice messages?
Crazies.
Oh, I'm sure the crazies aren't on here.
They are.
The ones that leave you voice messages.
Oh, they are. I saved one of them. Fucking weird.
How you doing up in Oregon? Eric, I did
In
not
my
watch
voice-
it. I
my
mean, my
phone,
time with
they're
the
calling my
Kings
phone.
was really back in the
Yes, leave me voice messages.
Chris Webber days, the Peja Stojakovic, Bibby. Those were the days that I was a big. We had season tickets to the Kings. My law partner and I, and we would go and I was there for LeBron James' first NBA game. He opened, Cleveland opened in San Diego, in Sacramento, and I was there sitting like 2 rows back from LeBron's family. Before he was LeBron, right? He was just some dude who was drafted out of high school at that point. His first game, and the dude looked like a seasoned veteran in his very first game. Pretty impressive to watch. Not the same arena where I was with the Pedro concert. They switched, but
All sorts of kinds of messages on my phone.
how you doing in Ghana?
The old Arco, yeah.
PMS.
Why would you even respond to that? You get mad at me for
I
responding
was,
to
I was just looking at the name, PMS. I was wondering why you chose the name PMS. Oh, congratulations on
Bonjour.
your birthday. Happy birthday.
Comment ça va? Somebody, it's so funny, Janet. Somebody was, I blocked a couple people yesterday because I had a couple viral videos and people were saying stuff like they force him to bed at 6 o'clock and that's why he wakes up all hours of the night and, all this bullshit. But he goes to bed when he's tired.
If you were on here, you saw him go to bed, right?
He goes to bed on his own.
He goes
he
when
woke
he
up-
wants to go to bed, and he gets up when he wants to
Yeah,
get up.
merci.
We don't force him up or down either way.
Yeah.
We adjust to his schedule.
He rules the roost. I mean, you guys, he has the control in this.
He's not. My dad's not going to. If we told him to go to bed, he would stay up just to be ornery.
Yeah.
He would, and I'm not kidding. He would. If I said, Dad, you got to go to bed. No, I don't. He would be up till midnight. My dad
The
really.
snow.
something.
Yeah, Dr. V, be careful.
Thank you so much for the heart. I appreciate that.
He doesn't
and
sleep
thank
good
you for the
night.
follows.
What happens with Grandpa is when he hears anything or when he sees it, he gets up to go to the bathroom a lot throughout the night, and that's when his roaming is.
Yeah, when he goes to the bathroom, if he has tinnitus, he thinks there's noise over there, or there's a light on, and he goes to turn it off.
I'm originally Kaylee from Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah.
Brian, we're down in Elk Grove, South Sac. I have not read Being Mortal, but I do believe I've heard of it.
Oh, because I'm such a mean tone person. I got too much tone in my voice.
Oh, you're going through Nashville? We've been to Nashville many times.
Thank you, Carrie.
How you doing down under?
I come from the land down under. Why not cut off liquids earlier? Because
I want him to drink liquids.
Yeah.
It's more important for him to be hydrated than to not pee at night. You know, and we don't know. I don't necessarily monitor him all day long to see how much he's drinking. So I always try and push liquids down him. You never know when they're lacking in liquids. So we try and make sure he's completely hydrated.
He's also at the phase where I think sometimes he thinks he has to pee, but he doesn't. So there's also that's happening right now too.
What are you talking about? All right, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so you're tired. So just as a quick reminder, tomorrow, if you want to meet me, I'm going to be at BJ's between 4 and 6. We're there to raise money to find a cure for Alzheimer's. I'll be there with the National Alzheimer's Association, or it's just the Alzheimer's Association now. At BJ's, come down, meet me. Whatever you want, take a picture. Whatever you buy, 20% goes to the Alzheimer's Association. And you can sign up to walk on my team or Danielle's team or Mark's team. And we're going to have people to walk for a cure when the walk is. So if you want to be on our team, you want to help find a cure, come see me tomorrow at BJ's on Laguna Springs and Laguna Avenue at BJ's in Elk Grove. And let's make something good happen. Danielle might be there. She might bring Ed. She might not. I don't know how his day is. Yeah. If he's doing well enough, she's going to bring him. Not that he's going to be out available to shake hands or something. Kind of put him in a side, but he may be there. You can see him if he's there.
And if you're there, just be kind to Grandpa. If you want to see me, if I'm there, then it's fine.
We're fine, but yeah, I mean, Grandpa, we got to exercise a little more care. But thanks so much for joining us. Go watch the video. If you haven't seen the Pedro video, go watch the Pedro video.
Have a good night.
On TikTok and YouTube.
You will see me in the morning.
And you'll see Danielle in the morning. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Love you guys. Have a good night. Sweet dreams.
We'll be back on Wednesday.
Do not let the bed bugs bite. There you have it. I know. I'm going to go read my book. I've already had my wine, so water now. Love you guys. Bye.